Hello and welcome to AJ Storytime channel for kids. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you receive the notifications of when I'm reading live. I am so excited because we've been reading so many books about springtime, and in the spring so many things happen. Flowers grow, new baby animals are born, this color green everywhere, the grass, the trees, the leaves, the flowers, everything grow beautifully. So we have different things for story time. We're gonna be reading about seeds, caterpillar, butterflies, and today we are reading about bees. Buzz, right? Because I know once the flowers start coming out, we're gonna be looking at many bees trying to get pollen from them, right? So let's learn a little bit about bees. The story time thing for today is bee. And this book is called Bee, a Peek Through Picture Book by Britta Tekentrop. Remember that if you like the story times that I do, please don't forget to subscribe so you can receive the notifications. Dawn is breaking on a brand new day, and in the meadow poppies sway. A bee appears striped black and gold. A wonder of nature is about to unfold. Can you see the bee right here? Yes, I can see her with her yellow and black colors. In the treetops, birds start to sing. The little bee beats her wings. As she travels here and there, a gentle humming fills the air. Look at all these beautiful flowers. Back and forth, to and fro, V knows exactly where to go. Visiting flowers of every hue, she has a special job to do. Gathering nectar as she goes from every foxglove, every rose, dusty with pollen, the little bee buzzes and buzzes, busily, busily. Bee travels on from bloom to bloom, drawn in by their sweet perfume, harvesting flowers one by one. Her compass is the midday sun. Among the orchard's apple trees, blossoms quiver in the breeze, carrying pollen from place to place. Bee always leaves a tiny trace. Flowers as far as the eye can see, too many flowers for just one bee. All of a sudden, bee is gone. She has a message to pass on. Back at the hive, bees spread the news. There is work to be done, no time to lose. Listen for their gentle humming. The word is out. The bees are coming. And look all the bees coming. Buzzing over the dense hedgerows, past the palm where wild things grow, through the orchard's sweet-smelling scent, the bees and the bees travel on with calm and intent. As lilies glow orange in the sun, the bees must finish what they are begun, stopping at every flower they find, leaving the gift of pollen behind. The bees pass over a woodland stream, droplets sparkle and pebbles green. Water trickles, bubbles and weaves, a weeping willow trail its leaves. As the bees fly on through buds and birds, a tiny miracle occurs. So many plants and flowers, you see, we're given life by one small bee. Wow, that is such a beautiful book, right? Look at all these beautiful flowers. It tells us the whole story about all the work that bees have to do, right? And now I have another special book for you, and this one is called The Honey Bee by Kristen Hall and Isabel Arsenault. The Honey Bee. Remember, the storytime theme for today is the bee, okay? A field, a tree, climate, and sea. For a mile all around you grow wild and free flowers. But then, shh, what's that? Do you hear it? Shh, you are near it. It's closer, it's coming, it's buzzing, it's humming. A bee! Look how beautiful with her yellow and black and white color. Four tiny wings, they buzz and they sing. They are clapping and flapping, the busy bees lapping. Lap, 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 tap, 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 searching, perching. This one. This is the flower the bee has chosen. This is the flower the pollen grows in. This is the flower, its color so bright, its sweet blooming scent calls the bee from its flight. Such a long trip, it's time for a sip, sugary, watery. Nectar. There now, it drills now, the bee sips and spills now. There now, it swills now, it sits, oh so still now. There now, it fills now, it's back to the hill now. More pollen, more nectar, it's mealtime, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, a crowd, swarming and teeming and loud, flapping, flying, landing, prying. All of this nectar is ours, is ours. They work on the flowers for hours and hours until little bees with heavy sacks, lifting, shifting, turning back. Soon they race, soon they chase, soon they zoom and pick up the pace, and then zoom, they see it up ahead. Our hive, our hive, our hiding place. Watch them arrive, watch how their hive buzzes alive. Buzz, where are the flowers you found today? Dance for us, foragers, show us the way. The dance begins, waggle, wiggle, the dance is lovely, tremble, jiggle. The dance goes straight, now in a line, a figure eight is the final sign. Oh, now we know where to go. Thanks for the secret, and that's for the show. New forgers leave on a searching mission, while house bees march forward with hungry ambition. Shoo, shoo, that's what we do. We suck out the nectar, we suck it straight through. Shoo, shoo, we are changing its makeup, we are giving the nectar a chemical shake-up. Shoo, shoo, we make it like glue. Make it thick, make it stick, make it slick, make it new. Shoo, 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 at last we finally through, but there is more to do at home. Like fill the honeycomb. They jam its cells with nectar plaster. They rev up their engines and beat their wings faster. Whoosh! They are strong despite their size. Swoosh! The nectar cools and dries. It's getting thicker now. Wings move quicker now. Fan fast! Pump blast! We did it! We did it! It's honey! At last! And now to keep it safe, tiny honey cells are kept, liquid gold is sealed and trapped, and only when it's needed the most, a hungry day, will these bowls be tapped. Outside the hive come shorter days, cooler wind and softer rays, fewer eggs to birth and raise. With the queen less busy, the hives less busy, and bees amass, all soft and fussy. Come now, rest, join our nest, huddle and cuddle the winter's hour test. And this is the end. Such a beautiful story, right? About all the hard work that the bees have to do. That is incredible. Imagine if you have to do all that work to get honey. I know, right? I have one more book for you. Today we are learning about bees. This book is called about bugs. It says sun bugs. This words by Angela Dieterselli. Sun bugs. Some bugs stink. Some bugs bite. Some bugs stink. And some bugs fight. Can you believe it? We're gonna see a lot of these bugs during the summer. Some bugs flutter. Some bugs crawl. Some bugs curl up in a ball. Some bugs hop. Some bugs glide. Some bugs swing. And some bugs hide. Some bugs click. Some bugs sing. Some bugs do a bustling thing. Some bugs build. Some bugs make. Some bugs hunt. And some bugs take. Stinging, biting, stinking, fighting, hopping, gliding, swimming, hiding, building, making, hunting, taking. Bugs are oh so fascinating. So kneel down close, look very hard, and find some bugs in your backyard. Look all the different type of bugs. I can't wait to start looking at those bugs in my backyard. I have one more book. Remember that the story time theme for today was about bees. Buzz, bees. And this one is called Down on the Farm. Bees by Sally Morgan. Now remember to stay away from the bees, okay? Don't be so close. Don't bother the bees when they pollinating, okay? Bees on the farm. Do you know where honey and beeswax come from? They are both made by buzzy, buzzing honeybees. Honeybees are insects. They live in places where there are many flowers. Farmers and gardeners like bees because they carry pollen from one flower to another. This helps the flower make seeds. Fun fact, the buzzing of a bee is made by its wing. Bees' wings flap or beat more than 200 times every second. Wow! Beekeepers keep their bees in beehives like this. Bees live together in groups called colonies. Beekeepers are people who look after bees. They build a hive for the bees to live in. Most beekeepers look after one or two hives, but some look after many, many more. Bees from top to tail. Look at the bees. Wow. 3 types of honeybees live in a hive. Most are worker bees, and these are the bees you see buzzing between flowers. A worker bee has a hairy body around half inch, and that's 1.5 centimeters long. It has 2 pairs of see-through wings and an orange and black striped body. This large queen bee is surrounded by workers' bee. farm fat. A honeybee can sting. However, once it has used its sting, the bee dies. High is of a child, of a 6-year-old child. Look at this. And this is the height of a beehive, almost as tall as a 6-year-old child. The largest bee in a hive is the queen bee. There is only one queen bee in each hive, and she is in charge. Male honeybees are called drones, and there are drones and hundreds of drones living in each hive. It's a bee's life. The queen bee lays her eggs in the hive. After 3 days, an egg hatches into a larva. The larva is white and has no wings. Workers bee feed the larva with bee bread. This is a mixture of honey and pollen. Larvae look a bit like wiggly maggots. Look at this. After 4 days, the larva turns into a pupa. It stops moving while its body changes into an adult bee. This baby bee used to be a larva. Farm fat. A queen bee can lay as many as 2,000 eggs in a single day. Some larvae are given special food to eat called royal jelly. The worker bees make it in their mouth. Larvae who are fed royal jelly turn into new queens. Most worker bees live for about 6 to 7 weeks. Drones live for about 2 months. A queen bee can live for up to 2 years. Wow! Flower friends. Each day, honeybees leave the hive and fly around looking for flowers. They drink sugary nectar and made by many flowers. Flowers produce pollen. These look like jello dust, but they put the pollen into special basket on their desks and then they take it to the pollen and nectar back to their hive. Bees are very useful little insects because they help make flowers grow. They carry pollen from one flower to another. It's an important job. Flowers need pollen to make seeds for new flowers. I hope that you enjoyed the story time for today about bees. We read Down on the Farm Bees. We read some bugs, bees, and the honeybee. If you like the story times, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you receive the notifications of when I'm reading live. Goodbye.